Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you are new here, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, especially if you have come on by but you still haven't. Do not snooze in 2020 because, you know, it's pretty great over here, pretty chill. We like to hang out and talk about makeup. Today, I wanted to do my roundup of my favorite products and products that I think were the best that launched, released in 2019. And we've got a nice little mixture of drugstore and high-end because that's just how I do. That's what I enjoy. I love my drugstore, but I love to kind of splurge on myself as well. You might be the same. I don't know if everybody's rendition of the best of 2019 products, I don't know if this is just their favorites, whether the product was launched in 2019, but I want to talk about what I think were the best products that came out for 2019. Let me know if you want to do just an overall products of 2019 as well for me. 2019 for me, honestly, I have to say is probably my favorite year for complexion products. I think they launched so many amazing foundations and concealers for 2019, and these are my favorites. So for the foundation that I'm wearing today, it is New Year's Eve, and honestly, this is just my go-to glam foundation for going out. I mean, if you want to go out and be glam on a Monday or Tuesday, totally do it, but this is just like my flawless foundation, and it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I'll say I'm still not a fan of that packaging, but let's turn it around this way. But this launch, I want to say around the summertime. I just remember it was really hot and I liked it a lot in the summertime, but definitely it was a little bit of a heavier of a foundation, like nothing too heavy for a glam girl like me. But for the summertime, that mixture, this isn't one where I would specifically wear it out if I'm going to be outside. If I know I'm going to be staying air conditioning in the summertime for a glam foundation, I might switch it up to one of my other options, which I'll talk about. But for the winter time, I am loving it. For the fall, I think this is absolute perfection. I love it so much. I love that it comes with a pump as well. They came out with so many different shades. Mine was 320N, which is a little bit more so maybe my summer shade. So some of these I might have to mix in and get some, like, you know, all year foundation shade, but we're still making it work. But if you guys have been looking for a beautiful luminous foundation, like just one of those go-tos, you have dry skin especially, you need to get the Anastasia Beverly Hills. For my more affordable option, I think that's great for all year round, for a nice glam, nice everyday. Add one layer, add two layers, whatever is your favorite, but you want to save some money, is definitely the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Foundation. This, I am in love. I love this so much. Like, it's already going empty, and I bought this in the summertime, but I have just been using it. I love it for just every day where I want to look flawless. It's like, oh yeah, just, you know, put a little foundation on. I just look this good. Or if you want to do like a nice glam, I'll add like maybe like a layer and a half just to kind of make me look even more flawless. And I'm just like, yep, glowing skin. I think another one that's amazing for dry skin. I think you're really going to enjoy. Maybe if you're having a harder time in the wintertime and you're normal, maybe even oily skin, I would say wintertime is the time for you to check out this foundation. I feel like normal skin, you can go, you know, either way, but definitely I feel like everybody can enjoy this in the summertime, but for sure for dry skin all year round, this was so worth it. This is one of those that comes in a squeeze tube, so I don't know what your preference is, a pump or squeeze tube. I enjoy both. I like that I can just kind of like pump this on my face directly and not have to use the back of my hand or something else. But if you want to save some money, I think these for like just like the most luminous foundations for 2019 were my favorite. Now for a very hydrating foundation that's still going to give you that luminous glow. It's going to be a little bit more of a natural luminous glow. So if that's what you want more of, I'm telling you, 2019 Hydration Central. I feel like it's just gonna keep coming for 2020 as well. But Fenty did it. I think for those of you who want something more for every day, but like even every day just look like a nice glow from within, a more natural glow, but just still really impressive, really beautiful. The Fenty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation, you're gonna love it. I think normal to dry skin, you're gonna love it. Oily skin, it could go either way. Maybe mix it with the Pro Filter, the regular foundation. I think that mix might be nice as well. They also came out with the hydrating primer, which I really liked as well. I thought they went well together, but I also had the e.l.f. Poreless Putty, and I was just like, I don't really need the high-end foundation as much as, you know, the foundation just in itself. So if you guys, I love this one. It comes in a squeezy tube, but it also kind of comes in pump form as well, which I find interesting, but also very helpful for when you're kind of running low. You can just kind of squeeze it on through, because you know I am going to use all of this. I have used so much of this, and yet I still feel like I have a lot. Also wanted to point out, most foundations give you 1 fluid ounce of product. This one is 1.08 fluid ounces, and it's like in like the $30, like the mid $30 range, which is pretty inexpensive for more higher end foundation. So I feel like the price is still pretty reasonable for it being a more high end product brand. I think it's amazing. This one is in the shade 280. This is my summer shade, so I actually feel like I need to make a trip to Sephora and get the 260 now that my tan has kind of faded. I do notice a little bit. I was like, ooh, you know, but you know, if I'm wearing like a turtleneck something, you can't really tell. But I love it so much where I was like, I'm happy with having my all year round shade and my tan shade and just mix them in between. We're really not this tan, but if you are someone who maybe isn't into the full on glam, you just want a really great foundation, it's just going to make your skin look so well. Go with hydrating. When your skin looks hydrated, when your skin feels hydrated, your skin's going to look amazing. The next product, one of the first ones of the 2019 launches that I tried, I honestly didn't think much of it. This is the COVERGIRL Outlast Active Foundation. Or rather, I didn't think I would think much of it. You know, just kind of like, I guess I'll try it just to review it. It was supposed to be one of those 24-hour foundations that are supposed to like last through sweats and working out and stuff like that. So I did a wear test to the gym, and it did pretty good. And not only that, I really liked it, and I was just kind of like, comment down below what, you know, you might wear something like this for. And I'm thinking, you know, not just for the gym. There are girls who like to wear makeup to the gym. I honestly don't care, but you know, whatever, if I look cute that day, that's cool. But I know some other people were like just saying like, oh, I'm in nursing, I'm like constantly running around, or maybe I work for a daycare, or I'm a coach, stuff like that. I was like, wow, this is actually a really great product. And for me, when I actually really started loving it even more, like I really loved it off the bat, but when I started loving it was especially not only in the summertime, but also specifically because I started biking in the summertime, and when it's hot here in Chicago. So this was amazing for, you know, if you want to bike somewhere specifically, and so you want to kind of put yourself together, but you don't want all your makeup to fall off before you get there. I think this is definitely what it says. It's a great foundation if you're going to be outside and active. So when I do activities like that, I freaking love it. I think it is the best thing ever. I am sweating, but my face is still on. So if you guys have not tried this one, especially if you have a very active career, active day-to-day life where you might be sweating here and there, and you know, you got stuff to touch up, you know, the body and stuff like that, then might as well keep your face intact as well. The last foundation that launched in 2019 that I really enjoy, and I think this is a great neutral one for everybody, is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. I love that it comes with a pump. It just feels a little bit more luxe for the drugstore, and I think this one is great for all skin types. I have dry skin, and I freaking love it. I think normal skin's gonna love it. I think oily skin is going to love it. The fact that I had tried this out in the winter time and I really enjoyed it says a lot. So then therefore all year round, I loved it even more because this is more of a natural finish foundation. So it's definitely neutral for kind of everybody, but sometimes when like dry skin, it's natural. It can still feel a little bit drying, but it's like a natural, more so like breathable foundation for me for dry skin. So I loved it. I think everybody should check it out. I think if you love a more so on like the full coverage type of foundation, I think you're really going to enjoy this one. Now for primers, there's two of them that I think were amazing. I'm going to mention this one just ever so lightly. I believe this launched in 2019. I was trying to find out what year it launched. If not, it was all the hype in 2019. Like it didn't receive enough recognition until 2019. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments whether it came out in 2019 or not. I was trying to see, but I think it's still worth mentioning. The e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I jumped on the bandwagon like months, a little bit too late. One, because I was like, do I need it? Do I need to try it out? And then you got the hype. Even then, I was like, do I don't know. And then finally, I was like, I just need to try it. I just need to know. And it just kept selling out. So finally, I got my hands on it. I think I bought it almost 6 months or so ago. And geez, like, yeah, I used a bunch of this bad boy up. It's one of those for me primers. I definitely need to use it, test it, side-by-side comparison to kind of really figure out how I feel about it. I have dry skin, And I think everybody, all skin types should try it. I have dry skin. I'm enjoying it in the wintertime. I enjoy it in the summertime. I have favored it over other primers too. My go-to was the L'Oreal Glow Lock primer, which is more of a luminous primer because I felt like I kind of needed a little bit more of that hydration around my skin, but I haven't picked that one up in a while. Like, I just love the Poreless Putty Primer. And I specifically want to mention it because in 2020 they came out with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Luminous Primer, and they have a matte version as well, but you know I ain't touching that. I got the luminous one and I can't wait to test it out because if I love this one, I definitely want to do a side by side. Does it really have luminosity? Does it really have hydration? What's the difference there? So expect that review coming soon. The last primer that I specifically loved for hotter months for the summertime that I think made a huge difference was the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I don't know what it is that intrigued me about this primer. Maybe it was the Hydro Grip. I don't know what. Maybe I wanted to try a Milk product, but I just felt like specifically when I would wear this primer in the summertime when it was hot, normally I was drenched. My foundation, I just felt like it was falling off. This made the biggest difference. Like, I just felt like it almost had like a nice cooling effect on my face, and it kind of just, it gripped my foundation on so that it would not drip off my face. I got the little sample one. A little bit goes a long way. I love it. I'm definitely looking forward to using it again in the summertime. I don't feel like I need that much assistance in the wintertime now that it's like dry central over here, although we had that random like 50-degree Christmas, 60-degree, after post-Christmas holiday, so you never know. But I think another great option, get the sample size, try them out. I love when Sephora has a mini, so you don't have to buy the whole big product. I think this is about $15, whereas the other one's like $30. I was like, I switch up my makeup that often anyway, so the little one was good enough for me. Concealers, like foundations, I get so excited about concealers. I feel like concealers, I have a couple more options because I can do a hydrating, I can do a matte, I can do like a natural satin finish type of concealer. So I feel like I don't feel as, what do you call it, restricted as I do maybe with foundations where I know it's a matte foundation. I was like, we'll try it, but I have a pretty good idea where that's gonna go. For concealers, if you've been watching closely, you know CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. You need to try it. I saw even Allure is raving about it. It's got like an Allure seal of approval for like their best makeup products. You need to try it. If you have not tried it in 2020, you need to. I freaking love it. I think I picked it. I forgot when I picked this up, but I'm in love. I'm digging it. Honestly, it was on a whim. I saw CoverGirl products at Walgreens. I was like, let me try that. Like, ooh, new. I just saw new, I think it was around the summertime when they have the summer releases, and I was like, the packaging, like, it just looks so much like a Tarte Shape Tape packaging, but it's definitely like a Tarte Shape Tape, but like a more hydrating concealer, which I think is amazing for my under eyes, and I just can't seem to put it down, especially now that I've been using more specifically hydrating and luminous foundations. It just like blends in so nicely. The next more hydrating concealer that I love, I still do, I actually even mix it with my CoverGirl concealer, is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. I even like mixing these two since this one's I got in the summertime, so now it's just kind of similar to my skin tone at the moment. Just to add a little bit of like, brightness, I'll add, a couple of the strokes of this underneath, and even on its own I still love it. I think Milani did a good job. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. They have the Conceal and Perfect Foundation. They had another concealer which I think was good. It's on the lighter side. I definitely need to kind of mix it with my orange color corrector and then that, because it is so light and I do have dark circles. But this one is a nice, beautiful medium coverage concealer. This one is also medium coverage. I would say the CoverGirl just has a little bit more coverage, just a little bit more than the Milani, a little bit thicker consistency. I love them both. I've just been reaching for the CoverGirl more, but I think this is also another amazing launch worth mentioning. I think the packaging looks really luxe, and I love the formula. I love the little doe foot applicator. It's a little bit smaller a lot big smaller. Look at the difference. I love them both though. I just feel like maybe if I'm doing something a little bit more lighter coverage foundation, maybe I might lean towards the Milani, but how often do I do that too, you know? I still do it with my more medium to full coverage foundations, but I think these are just both really great options. If maybe you don't want something as heavy as the CoverGirl, then go for the Milani. Now, I do also have my more mattifying coverage days. I love hydrating, but another one that I think is great, especially if you prefer a more matte finish for your concealer, was the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. Also, one of those that has a really big doe foot applicator as well. I'm telling you, everybody, I feel like was just trying to replicate that Tarte Shape Tape. And since then, I have not felt the need to repurchase that Tarte Shape Tape. It was great, but that was $30. You can buy something $6, maybe even like $10 or $8. Like what, you know, I would rather do that, have a bunch, have some options, play with, or just buy one and save myself those other like what, $24 to $20? I think so. So the 16-Hour Camo, this is more of a medium coverage, more of a mattifying finish. Whatever your preference is, I feel like I interchange between these three. I sometimes like to reach for the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo, especially if I'm going to do a more intricate look like today, where I can kind of double down as my eyeshadow base because it is so mattifying and so pigmented. So I think there's options for everybody, but I think these were definitely just my top 3 launches. And you know I love me a good concealer. I feel like I was pretty good by not purchasing too many products in 2019. So I try to think of like what eyeshadow palettes I purchased in 2019. I thought the Milani eyeshadow palettes came out in 2019, but apparently they came out in 2018. So I was like, dang, okay. I think honestly for me, the best purchase of 2019, the best eyeshadow palette that I personally purchased in 2019, you already know, was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette. I have been going through these like tutorials and it's just like the perfect palette. It has just so many options for lid shades, for matte shades to kind of put in the crease. I freaking love it. It's what I'm wearing today for New Year's. Come on, I needed a little bit of bling and I wanted to, you know, nude lips. So that shade Azam, like, ooh, if you have not tried it on your eyes, you need to. Soleil, I think, is beautiful. I've got a little bit of ginger, a little bit of edges, a little bit of credit. I've done looks with Dualis. I've done looks with Lituation, Pinker, Supreme, Wigless, Trust Issues. Ooh, Trust Issues. Hold on. I did not put an inner corner highlight. I got you guys. Oh, yes. Okay. Can't go into 2020 without an inner corner highlight. Who am I? Don't worry. My face highlight is on today. But I think the only colors I have not touched have been Xochitl, a Big Wig, and Sponsored. I've swatched, but I haven't played with those. 2020 goals, but I'm telling you, anybody who has bought this does not regret it. I think it's an amazing purchase, worth the money. You're really gonna get a lot of use out of it, and I know I personally have been not only trying to get a lot of use out of it, but I've just been enjoying getting so much use out of it and just creating all these beautiful looks. If you guys haven't tried it, you totally should. I love Anastasia Beverly Hills makeup palettes. I think they're definitely my favorite. I just got to find the color scheme for you. And I love the Jackie Aina one specifically because I just feel like so much thought was put into it, especially for like skin tone inclusivity, you know? With these transition shades, I feel like anybody can kind of use them, from really light skin, dark skin, especially people with like deeper skin tones, tan skin tones. I feel like that's not really thought of a lot when a lot of eyeshadow palettes, you know, they kind of come out with them. I've seen some other ones and it's just like, so you're just kind of have one demographic here, one range of skin tones that can use this. Like it happens a lot with makeup brands. Like it's 2020, let's get with it. Like Jackie Aina did it, y'all can too, you know? So, but this one, I just support everything about it and I love it. And I think it's just been my best eyeshadow purchase of 2019. Let's talk about inclusivity and let's talk about the Latina brands over here. Alamar Cosmetics, they have been coming out with a bunch of different products, and the fact that they have Afterpay, you guys are gonna bankrupt me. But I love that they came out with their blush palette. This is their Colorte blush trio. I picked up mine in the shade Light. First of all, I love that they have a range. I think it's like 3 different options: light, medium, and deep, with 3 different options in each palette. I think that's just amazing. Once again, inclusivity. Can everybody do this? Like, it's possible, guys. But also, it's cute because it comes with like a little mirror as well. I think just like everything from the packaging just to the branding is just so well thought out. Like, they're not just like throwing, you know, products in their colors. Like, they make sense. They're so well thought out. I love the names. I love that it includes like their, you know, Latina roots. I love it so much. If you guys have not tried Alamar Cosmetics in 2019, 2018, you know, whenever they launched, you need to in 2020. Add a bunch of things to your basket and pay later. I love it. I'm gonna be so broke in 2020. Bronzers, another thing that I personally look forward to with new makeup releases, and my 2 favorites is a high-end and an affordable one. So we got options here. The first one, high-end, that came out was the Fenty Beauty. I love the packaging. I have mine in the shade Private Island. And I love the product. It's what I'm wearing on my cheeks today, and I just love the color selection. Once again, not every bronzer is one size fits all. It's the shade, it's the tone, it's the undertone. Everybody needs something different. What my tone choice is not going to be your tone choice. You know, maybe you might get lucky. You might have similar skin tones. It might happen, but that's how many people out of how many people that you need. So I love that, once again, Fenty Beauty is continuing inclusivity. Not only that, not only with skin tones, but also with foundation types, hydrating. Like, thank you for doing this for the dry skin girls, and just thank you for this amazing bronzer. Private Island, if you are around my skin tone, I love it. It's got like a nice camel shade. It's on the warmer side, but it's orange not at all. It's not orange whatsoever. I just love this shade. So hopefully you can find the shade for you. But if you want to save some money, once again, girl, I got options. MILANI, their silky matte bronzer. That's what it feels like. I have mine in this shade 02 Sunkiss. It was weird when I first purchased this because 01 and 03 were like $8.99, and for some reason on the website and in stores it was $16. I was like, excuse me, and you know, I was like, can I get a price check, please? And they were about to sell it to me for $16. I was like, no, thank you. Like, how are you gonna overcharge for one color? It's like charging more for one color foundation than another. Like, I don't know, that was weird. Hopefully Target fixed that, but I love this bronzer. This one definitely leans more towards the cooler skin tone side. So if you want more of like a contoured effect, you can do that. I actually wanted to kind of combine and just add a little bit of shadowing with that Fenty Beauty bronzer. But, you know, we just did one thing today. We didn't do too much because we had to film this video as well. But yes, MILANI, I knew they were going to come through. I knew they were going to come through. Because before they had more of a shimmery bronzer, but I love that they have a matte option and they have 3 different colors. Maybe, hopefully they can expand, but if they can expand to maybe like a cream contour highlight, that would be so nice. Brows are very important. Not only are they important, but affordable brows are very important, especially if you're someone who does makeup every single day. Brow products can go like that. I don't have $30, $27 to spend on Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencils. They're amazing. If you can, do it. Totally worth it, but that's not in my budget. So I want to recommend the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim Pencil. I think, yeah, out of all the brow pencils, I have my favorites. This one is so good. I have mine in the shade Soft Brown. They've got a couple of different options, which is great. I think they have at least more than 3 options. I have Soft Brown. It's what I'm wearing on my brows today. It is extra slim. So especially if maybe you have like a thicker brow or something, you just need to fill in a little bit. You want to be more precise. You want to be a little bit more light-handed. Like, yes, I think you should totally check out this brow pencil. It's $7. I love like the NYX Micro Brow, but that's $10. I'm gonna say $7. I love the LA Girl brow pencil, and that's $6, a little bit cheaper, but I lean towards this one a little bit more. I feel like it lasts just a little bit longer. I think they're both great, but if you can get your hands, spend maybe $1 more, or go to Target or Walmart, save $1 more, check it out. I think Maybelline did a great job with this brow pencil. Mascara. I think 2018 was definitely the year that I really got into mascara, where I was like, okay, because I love me some false lashes, which is what I'm wearing today because we're going out. But because I love false lashes so much, it's very hard for me not to wear them when I do makeup, because I'm like, oh, I want to be really glam, you know, but I don't have the energy or the time to put them on all the time. So when I really want my lashes to stand out, honestly, one of my go-to mascaras at launch was the Milani highly rated mascara. I was torn. They had like 3 different mascaras that came out kind of similar, but you know, of course, different names. I think one of them was like a 3D, and I forgot what the other ones were. Highly rated, I was like, yes, it's highly rated for a reason. I don't know who highly rated it. They probably just call it highly rated, so you would be like, oh my god, it's highly rated. But I was like, when I was looking specifically, I was like, okay, which one's almost gone? And it was this one. So I was like, let's try it out. And girl, I love it so much. It does everything that you want. I love the wand because it really coats your lashes. It gives them beautiful volume. It gives them length. And for me, it doesn't make them look clumpy. It doesn't flake off. It doesn't give me kind of like raccoon eyes where I've just got, you know, like the flakes coming off. I freaking love it. They make my lashes look so good, and my lashes are by no means good, because I, you know, kind of hate it when you have girls with really long, beautiful lashes do mascara reviews. I was like, but okay, let me see them on lashes like mine that are just like regular mediocre lashes. They're not specifically baby lashes, but they're just okay, you know, they're not super long. I would love that length, and I can see the difference when a mascara does that, and I think the Milani highly rated mascara does that for sure. So definitely one of my favorite mascara launches, and it's drugstore for 2019. So much Milani in this video. If you have not tried out Milani, you better not be snoozing in 2020. Milani has come out with a lot of different products. Lip products especially is my calling. They came out with the AMORE matte satin lipsticks. If you love a good liquid lipstick, but you're sick of the like ultra matte drying lipsticks, try the Milani AMORE satin matte lipsticks. It's the power in the pigmentation of a liquid lipstick, but it's a way more comfortable formula. It lasts. I just love these shades so much. I'm gonna link down below the liquid lipstick swatch video I did of these. I just had these on hand, but like you have colors like Elegance and colors like Luxe. All of their colors that they launch with, like I honestly need them to come out with more colors, because those are great like fall winter launches, but I definitely want some other ones, especially more for like the spring and the summertime. I love them, but I just want more options. I'm just being selfish here. I just freaking love them so much. But just so you guys can see this, the beauty. Oh my god, so beautiful. So this one is Elegance. And then I'll just show you from like one of their darker ones. And then I just want to show you Luxe as like one of their lighter ones. Oh, a Luxe, and add a little lip liner there for a dimension. You're going to love it. It feels so nice and creamy too. Like if you guys have not tried these lipsticks, you want to kind of lean into the liquid lipstick formula, but you know, you don't have the patience for a drying liquid lipstick, try these. Once again, let's talk about Alamar Cosmetics for lips. They came out with their lip liners and a lip gloss, their Desnudas collection, and I am here for it. I'm wearing them today. I have their lip liner in the shade Dulce and their lip gloss in their shade Dulce. And usually I'm honestly not a huge I like lip gloss, but I'm not like obsessed with lip gloss, but I really like this lip gloss. Also, the packaging is just it's just so freaking cute. It isn't just like a, you know, plain generic packaging. Like just look at the little ombre, you can see the color. I just love it so much. Also, I actually really enjoy this formula too. It's a thicker formula. It's got pigmentation. So, you know, for those of you who prefer more of a translucent gloss, maybe they'll come out with them. They probably have some other options in their other line, but for the Desnudas line, it's definitely a more rich pigmented gloss. But, ooh, this lip liner, let me show you. So this is one, I couldn't decide either. So this is the one in the shade Dulce, is what I have on. So it's a little bit deeper, and before I was just like, I was between Dulce and Coqueta, which is a shade deeper. I think it's their deepest lip liner shade. And I was just like, oh, that's probably too dark. But I love Dulce, and I'm just like, I think I do need to go darker. So I want to get the Coqueta next, but just paired with the Dulce lip gloss, just so you can kind of see. It's definitely like a lighter. Ooh, beautiful. It's like a nice little peachy gloss. So You can wear these just the lip liner and the gloss, or mix it up with your favorite lipstick underneath, which is what I like to do a lot. Today I actually used that Pat McGrath 1998, 95, 108, and I just kind of put this on top just because, you know, I like doing the most. But if you want to support a Latina brand with bomb-ass products, once again, Alamar Cosmetics, throw everything in the bag and separate it into 4 easy payments and get all your stuff at once. But, you know, you can do a little payment plan here. No, what do you call it, like taxes or anything added to that. But you need to try some Alamar products. And honestly, it's like they know. Like, I was like, they know I was craving some like Chola deep brown lip liners. And they delivered. Speaking of Chola brown lip liners, one of my other favorite products, and I'm obsessed with. I have never been one for like, whenever. Back in the day when I first started makeup, I wasn't into like vampy lips, brown lips, you know, stuff like that. I was a little bit afraid of it, but now I love a good brown lip. And NYX came out with their NYX lingerie push up their lipstick. So it's awesome because, you know, it has a little, you know, sharpener down here so you can sharpen it. So you can double this as a lip liner or all around lipstick. Ooh, and the formula is just so creamy. But I just love this brown. This one is in the shade Teddy. Freaking love it. So if you guys want to try and venture off to something deeper, I like this for all around the lips and maybe even a deeper lip liner. Or I like this as my lip liner, and then I like to fill it in with something like super light and just give it that like beautiful like dimension and mix the colors up a bit. So I've got some lip options for you that if you guys haven't tried, you totally need to. So those were my favorite product launches of 2019. I have been reviewing all of these. I pretty much have probably done a review for all of these here on my channel. So I'm going to link those videos down below for you guys in the description box so you can check them out in case you haven't seen like the full on review. You're new to my channel, you want to check it out, learn a little bit more about each product. Check those videos and those links down below. I hope you guys have enjoyed my videos for 2019, my reviews, tutorials, and more. Comment down below what videos you are looking forward to me doing in 2020, because I'm definitely looking forward to creating some more content for you guys and just stay on my YouTube game. Thank you guys all so much for watching in 2019, and I'm looking forward to 2020.